All right, welcome back. Well, May is National Foster Care Month, and it's a time to recognize that everyone in our community can play a part in enhancing the lives of children and youth in foster care. More than 391,000 youth are in foster care across the U.S. And according to Daniel Kids, Florida's oldest child-serving agency, there are currently hundreds of children currently in foster care right here in our area. Ashley Meissner, director of Daniel's family-based treatment program, joins us this morning. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it, especially on a Saturday.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Talk to us about Foster Care Month and why it's so important, the awareness.
Sure. So it's important because, first of all, it gives us the opportunity to really show appreciation to our foster families. I know at Daniel, we could not do what we do without our foster parents. They're really the backbone of what we do. It also gives us a chance to really educate the community about how they can play a role in strengthening children and families who are in foster care and how they can have that influence, even if they're not in a place to open their home to a child.
Can you kind of share with us the basics of foster care, exactly what it looks like for people who may be curious?
Sure. So children in foster care are just like any other children, really. I mean, they go to school, they're on the soccer team, you know, they have friends, they like to read, they live right here in our community. Now, the difference is they've experienced some sort of negative family situation, like trauma, abuse, neglect. And so unfortunately, for a time period, they're not able to live in their home. And so while we work with their parents to kind of overcome some of those challenges, the child needs a place to live in the meantime, temporarily, where they can be safe and loved and nurtured. And so that's what a foster parent provides to a child. And really, we can't even begin to measure the impact that they have, not only on that child, but on their family and on their future.
It really takes a special kind of person with a special kind of heart. So exactly who can be a foster parent? Obviously, there's qualifications.
Yes. So I think it's important to note that there is no cookie cutter foster family. You know, we do have some basic guidelines. So you have to be over the age of 21, a U.S. citizen, have a valid Florida driver's license, and then you have to be able to pass some background checks.
So how can any interested adults who may be watching our program start the process of becoming a foster parent? There's got to be ways to reach out, right?
Yes. So I know it can be intimidating, but I think it's really important just to, like you said, reach out, ask questions, start a conversation. We're not going to make you do anything, or there's no obligation, but just educate yourself. And so Daniel is actually hosting a interest night on May 30th at 6 p.m. So you can just come and you can ask your questions. We're going to describe the licensing process. And then from there, if you want to move forward, we'll point you in the right direction.
And there's also a website as well that would be really helpful too, right?
Yes, danielkids.org. You can go there to find out more information, or you can email becomeafosterparent@danielkids.org.
Ashley, any last thoughts? Anything you want to wrap up with about the impact this can really have on young kids going forward that are in such a difficult situation?
Yeah, I think just taking the moment to really appreciate foster parents. I think there's something everyone can do, from teachers to doctors, business owners, mentors, neighbors. Making a meal, sending a gift card, something like that. Anything can be helpful to just support these people who are doing the hard work day in and day out with our kids and loving them and providing them with safety and security.
It really does take a village, right?
It does, absolutely.
Ashley, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.